Hello guys, TavHD here and welcome back to another video, and today we will be doing an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus 5G, and this is the Cosmic Grey version, as you can see by the colour of the text on the front. So today we'll be unboxing this as well as setting it up, and this is my new phone. This will be replacing my iPhone 8 Plus hopefully if everything goes to plan. So let's get started. There's some information on the side there, and there is nothing else on the box really apart from a seal which I have already cut. So let's put this down and lift up the lid. Okay, there we go, and the information booklet has got stuck in the top of the box like it usually does, so I'll get that out now. So here is our pack with the information. We'll just take a look at this quickly now. I'll move the phone off to the side. So here it is, it says Samsung on the front, and we do have a SIM ejection tool as well. That is on the back and we will need that. So let's open up this packet now, take a look at what's inside. So we have a quick start guide here as well as a warranty card. It tells you in the quick start guide how to put the SIM card in, for example, and how to set up the phone. I won't be using that, so I can just put it back into the box here, but I will be needing the SIM ejection tool, so I'll take that out and we will use that shortly. So here's the phone in the box. There's a tab here so we can pull the phone up. There we go. I'll just put that off to the side and we can take a look at everything else that is in here. So we've got another Samsung logo. We can pull that piece of paper out just like that. Then in here we have our charging brick. This is of course a UK plug because I am in the UK, and we can just slide this up to make it fit into the wall. And as it says on here, this is a super fast charger, and I believe this is 25 watts fast charging. That's a lot more than my iPhone's charger, so hopefully this thing should charge quite quickly, and it does have USB-C on it as well. And speaking of USB-C, here is the USB charging cable in here. So it is USB-C to C because this phone has a USB-C port on it instead of micro USB, which I believe Samsung moved away from when they brought out the S8, so that's quite nice. So also in here we have the AKG tuned earphones. These are wired, but I've heard they sound a lot better than the earphones bundled in with iPhones, so maybe I'll take a look at these at a later date, but for now I'll leave those in the box because I probably won't use them. Okay, so here's the phone. It has a 6.7 inch display. This is 1.2 inches bigger the screen size than my iPhone 8 Plus, even though the body is a fairly similar size, so that's quite good because I think this is as big as I would want a phone to be. I think any bigger and it would be quite hard to fit in my pocket, so this seems like a very nice size. And there is a pre-applied screen protector on here. They probably put one on because the ultrasonic fingerprint scan under the screen won't work with most aftermarket protectors, but it's nice to see that they've included that. And of course this is the Cosmic Grey. As you can see, that's a very nice colour in my opinion, and there is some protective film on the back glass, so let's peel that off now. There we go, I've now taken the protection off, and I have got a case. This arrived yesterday from Amazon. This is a Spigen Neo Hybrid case, or however you want to pronounce that, I'm not exactly sure. But hopefully this will keep the phone quite safe, and I think the grey on the case goes with the grey on the phone quite nicely indeed. So I'll just pop the case on now and we can take a look at what it looks like. Okay, I've now put the case on the phone. I must say this feels very nice indeed. It's a very nice fit as well, and maybe in the future I'll make a dedicated video about this case. I did watch a review on this before buying it, so maybe if I make a review too, that could come in helpful for some other people. On the back here we can see our camera setup. This is quite a big camera hole, but of course not as big as on the Ultra, but I don't need any of the features that the Ultra brings. I didn't really want to pay more money than I had to for this. But speaking of the case, it's nice to see that the camera bump doesn't protrude at all from the case, so that should prevent it from getting scratched, and of course it means that the phone won't rock around when on a surface, so that is very nice to see. Now what I'll do is get my SIM card out of my iPhone 8 Plus here, put it into this new phone, and then we can turn it on and hopefully set it up. And yes, my background is of a sausage roll. Alright, so I've now put my SIM card in the S20 Plus. I should mention that this is indeed a nano SIM, and it does go in on the top of the phone where you can also put in a micro SD card. Now my micro SD card hasn't arrived off Amazon yet, but I will put that in at a later date. But now I think it's time to turn on the phone. The power button is on the right hand side, and so are the volume buttons, as opposed to the volume being on the left, which it was on previous generations. So now let's just hold down this power button and see what happens. Alright, it's vibrated, and there we go. Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus 5G, secured by Knox and powered by Android. Okay, here we are. We can now set it up. So let's click go, and now it's just a simple setup thing. So next, for United Kingdom, I guess we have to agree to all of this, so yep, that will be fine. And now it wants to connect to my Wi-Fi, so I'll just do that now. Okay, so I put in my Wi-Fi password, then the phone restarted. Now it's asking if we want to copy apps and data from another phone. I'm going to say no because I just want a fresh start. And now it is checking info. So now it wants me to sign in to Google, so now I will do that. And now it's telling me about the Google Assistant. Let's go through this. Yep, all that, I'll just leave it all on. That will be fine. Protect the phone now. Later on I will set up face recognition, even though it's not too secure. But for now, let's try the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. I'm not sure if this will work because my fingers are actually quite bad. The skin is quite weird on them. It works fine on my iPhone, but this it might not. So let's continue. Now we're also going to set a pin, so I'll just put that in now. Okay, so now we can set up our fingerprint. Just move around a bit. We'll do it at different angles as well in case that helps. There we go, fingerprint added. Now for now I won't add any more, that will do, so let's go on to next, and now it's adding the finishing touches. And it wants me to sign into my Samsung account, so now I will do that. Alright, and now we are in, here we go. And the first thing I'm going to say is this screen looks very nice indeed, but it could be nicer. I believe it's currently at full HD resolution, but we can up that to 1440p. And also we can turn on a higher refresh rate at 1080p. So what I'm going to do is go into settings. Let's go to display. First I'm going to turn on dark mode, just because why not? And then we are going to go to motion smoothness. Right now it's on 60 Hz, and that, don't get me wrong, looks very nice indeed. But let's double that and put it to 120, and that is very, very smooth. That won't come across on video, I don't believe, because I only record at 25 frames per second. But that is very nice indeed, and I'm definitely going to stick with that. I think it's definitely worth the trade-off from a higher resolution. And the brightness, that goes fairly bright as well. I won't put it that bright though. I'll leave adaptive brightness on as well, but I'll leave the brightness just around there. So now I'm just going to take a quick look around the phone, then I'll come back. Okay, I've just had a bit of a play around on the phone and changed a few settings, and I think I'm fairly happy with how I've got it for now. I've just set up the always on display. My fingerprint works just fine. I've also set up facial recognition as well. And of course I have 120 Hz, and I'm very happy indeed. So I think that that is pretty much the end of this video now. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it was useful, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.